Alright guys, let's talk Rockstead knives. So, if, I don't know if I'm friends with any of you guys on Facebook. I'm sure some of you guys are in some of the same knife groups that I'm a part of. Um, we'll talk Rockstead knives here in just a minute, but I want to give a little background on this guy. So, the past few months, I've been buying and selling a lot of knives, doing a lot of flipping, and more, the emphasis has more been on the buying side. I've bought a lot of knives the past few months, probably 20 to 30, I'm guessing, because I bought at least probably 10 Spydercos. I started getting into the collecting side of Spyderco, and I bought this, and a mixed Strider custom, and I bought an SNG production version. I just bought a lot of knives. So I kind of got to the point, and if you've heard me in some of my previous videos and seen some of my other posts, you probably know that I'm a Christian. My faith is very important to me, and I don't ever want to lose perspective on being a follower of Christ and really living into that faith and living into the calling that He has for me. So it's okay to have hobbies. It's okay to have things that I enjoy, but I never want to lose perspective on what's really important in my life, and what's really important in anybody's life, really. And for if you aren't a Christian out there, feel free to keep listening. I think that'd be great. If not, feel free to turn this off. But I'm just kind of giving a little background on this and why I've sort of taken or made the decision that I have. So I'm going to actually be going on what I call a knife fast for the next 4 months. And the reason being is, having purchased so many knives and just doing so much buying and selling, it kind of causes me to lose a little perspective on my faith and on engaging in that and being a follower. And I don't want anything to affect that. So that's why I made the decision to do that, and kind of like my Facebook post said, just to sort of reorient my priorities in life. So with that in mind, I wanted to sort of not really kick off the fast, but sort of do a last hurrah, I guess, in terms of a knife purchase. And that's what you see sitting here. So this will be my last knife. This is my last knife purchase for 4 months, which would be mid-August of this year. And I wanted to do something. I wanted to buy something that was special, that was going to just, I don't know, mean something a little more than just a normal production, whatever it is. So I decided to go with a Rockstead knife, and I will admit my decision was somewhat influenced by watching some YouTube videos on their blades and their steels. The hardness of those is crazy. I've been getting into Dutch bushcraft knives channel quite a bit, and that's actually how I found it. They did a test on a Rockstead fixed blade, and the edge retention on those is insane. I mean, even because the steel is so hard, even the mirror polish held up on that fixed blade that they tested. And you can see my phone there, and you can see the top of my head. But even the polish on the one that they tested held up pretty well. I mean, they were batoning it. They shot the thing with a gun. I mean, it's crazy. So that's what sort of got me looking at Rocksteads, and I knew how expensive they were. And I was like, man, this would be a great knife for this situation, for this purpose. So that's what I ended up doing. I picked this up off Knife Center, and this is the Rockstead RYO -H. I don't fully understand. I keep bumping that stinking camera mount. Sorry about that. I don't fully understand the naming convention of these, but you can see it there on the blade. I don't exactly know what the 570 means. I think it says it in the paperwork that came with the knife. But yeah, I mean, you can see the mirror polish on that is just phenomenal. The steel is ZDP 189, which they use a lot of. They also use, what's it called? I think it's YSX7. This steel in particular is made by Hitachi. I don't know a lot about the other one, but this one is produced by them. It's a very, very hard steel. I think these are hardened to around 66 HRC, which for comparison purposes, your M390s, your 20 CVs get to around 63, maybe 62, 63, depending on the maker. And yeah, the craftsmanship on these is just insane. I mean, to put a mirror polish like that on any blade takes an incredible amount of time, but on a blade made of this steel, you know, it's just crazy. So there's that. That was, you know, in addition to the capabilities of the blades they make. I just like the appearance of them a lot. And then this one in particular I liked because of the handle scales. And you can see I'm already getting fingerprints on it. But so this is titanium that has a DLC coating on it. This is not an integral. So you can see the area back there where the two scales come together. Yeah, this is a titanium handle with a button lock mechanism. So you simply just push the lock and then just push the blade closed. The action is very, very smooth. It is not a fidget knife like the ProTech Malibu. You can't fidget with this. It's more of like it's more, if you can imagine, a Chris Reeve that was a button lock is kind of how I would describe it. So yeah, this is a button lock. The ZDP blade steel with the titanium handle scales. And then another cool feature of this one is the clip mechanism, I guess. So I don't know if they have a specific name for it, but it's basically like a concealed clip mechanism. And the idea is when you're handling and using the blade, the clip retracts into this little recessed area in the handle, so that when you're using it or holding it, you don't have a hot spot from the clip, which is a pretty cool idea. And the way it works is I think you can probably just put it into your pants pocket and it'll catch. But for the purposes of the video, I'll just kind of pull it up with my finger. So you can kind of see there, you just give it a little tug and it sort of clicks into place. And you have a normal pocket clip, which, you know, is different in the sense that it's positioned on the spine of the knife or on the back of the knife. But, you know, it's going to carry similar to any other knife. And then when you want to use it, pull it out of your pocket, you simply just pull it out, and then it has a little bit of jimping here, which has been knocked down. Just push it back into the handle and you're good to go. So yeah, I'll probably do more of like a full video on this. This did just come in yesterday, but I wanted to kind of give you guys some information on why you probably won't see too many new knives on the channel for a while. You know, unless somebody sends one in for review or for me to take a look at. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little background on that. But yeah, this is the Rockstead RYO that I picked up, and be sure to look for a more in-depth video and look at this knife in the future sometime, because it deserves its own video in my opinion. It is a very special knife. There's a lot of work that goes into these. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. If you have any comments or questions, leave those below. I'll take a look at those. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.